What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series that you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. This is On the Bench. This is the kind of generalised area where I do things. I can do all sorts here. I can do unboxings. I can do buildings. And I paint. Obviously, I can showcase a few things. It's a little bit of everything. It's a jack of all trades area. This. On my other bench currently I have 3 areas set out. They're not fully done yet, but as you know, I've got a little building area where I've been building my fantasy stuff. I have a painting snippets station, which is all good, and looking forward to getting back to that. I'm hoping to do my next painting snippets there actually, and I've got another painting station on the, well, it's under the bench or at the back. I've got to dig it out anyway. It's the old Citadel painting stations. One was really well used and another one isn't. So I'm going to use that for kind of showcasing and that kind of thing. Right, so on my bench here today, currently I've got all sorts, and I got a few things that, well, I've got a couple of things that arrived in the post, namely some square bases, which I will open now. They can go into my base box. Universal bits. Yeah, these are GW square bases as well. Oh, I love these poppy things. So therapeutic, aren't they? They are lovely. Oh, it's tension sheet. Oh, I'll pop that later. Right here, right now. Got my organizer, my B&Q organizer, which I'm just going to populate with my square bases. At the moment, there's no. Well, there's a little bit of order to it, but not too much because it gets moved around so often. You know, just empty those in there, and then close it up. Now this is so that, because I hear that the old world stuff that they're going to be redoing, or I heard they're going to be redoing, will be square bases. So keeping that in case I get a box of something and I think, do you know, I want them on square bases rather than round, especially if it's Age of Sigmar stuff. So anyway, right, so I've got another box that arrived that I bought because I needed to stock it up on stuff. So if I can just find it. Oh, I've also got some plastic putty. Right, it comes in these sort of tubes now, which is probably better actually than the old bottle. And just some paints. Cadian Flesh Tone, White Scar. Just a few paints that I've already got. A couple of them I might have run out of, but ones I use a lot, you know, black and the white and all that. Right, so that's that. Don't need that box anymore. So this is, you know, this is unusual on the bench in that you see me restock. So I'm just going to turn to my paint station, put my Abaddon black in. Oh, White Scar, which goes in the same area, of course it does. Cadian Flesh Tone, I think that was just a bonus that I got that. And Rakar Flesh, I think that was the one I needed out of those. This was a bundle of paints that was really cheap. Nothing wrong with them other than old stock. They're old, so he said I don't know what condition to paint them in, but they all seem to shake quite well, so that's good. Grey, Dawnstone, that's always good. Caliban green, Death Guard green, and Strachan green. All go in my greens, and Calgar blue, which I didn't really need, but again, it's just a bonus. Right, so that's that. Open my plastic putty. If you can hear any banging going on in the background, or sawing or cutting, by the way, it's all for me. Having our roof done as we speak. They are there, they're working on it. So that's it. Right, so that's my plastic putty that arrived today. So it's different from the Vallejo pots. I think it'd be better in a tube, personally. That's just my own personal opinion, of course, but I think it'd be better. Right, so now we can turn our attention to the bench. Let's go. Right, so I've got this sarcophagus here, and these two pots, which was given to me by Ralph Astley. Actually, there's some stuff he had lying around. He gave me this, so I'm going to paint these up. And I've got these metal figures here that are primed now. Yeah, these are all primed up. Very thin coat of primer, which is good. I've got a couple of barbarians and a couple of monks that we'll do. So these are all obviously going to be old school painted, whereas this wizard fellow I can use contrast on if I so wish. Now I'm going to pop my glasses onto my head so that it's ready. Oh, they're cold. And I've got this cave troll thing here that needs a bit of a wash going on him. I think an Agrax Earthshade is in order there. Right. Question is, yes, I think we're ready to do a bit of dry brushing on him as well. But I think Agrax Earthshade all over for him. So I'm going to do that first. I've got a old school Citadel brush here, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, so I can work on things like his wristbands and whatnot, separate his teeth and his eyes and all that good stuff. So I'm just plastering this on him here. Yeah. I can then settle in all the recesses and start drying for the duration of this video, which is nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so the roofers came yesterday to start work on our roof, and yeah, the weather's not so good today, unfortunately, so that's hampering them a little bit, but we're hopeful it's going to pick up a bit this afternoon. And tomorrow, well, the next couple of days actually are supposed to be fairly good weather, so that will be good. Right, just moving this wash around the model, trying to stop it pooling in areas I don't want it to. We'll just put it back on the base if need to be. Trouble is, his hands are over the base, so it will drip. Right, pop him to one side quite a way away because that's done. Oh, and silly me. How could I have been so silly? I've neglected to put water in my water pot. Well, not a problem, because I've got my water canister here, which is collected from the air. In case I want to do metallics. Oh, I've got the metallics one. I don't need that. Yes, that's in my jar. God, it's been a while since I've been out here, hasn't it? Right, so do forgive me there. That's me being an airhead. Right, I've now got water. I've got my heater on because I've got shorts on, see? Because I'm in and out all the time at the moment with builders and stuff. My wife's at home, but she's supposed to be working, so I've said to them, I'm in the shed if you need me. Just come and knock on my door So if there's a knock on the door, it'll be them. Right, sarcophagus and stuff. I'm thinking, do I do a marbly effect or a lighter stone colour? I mean, granite. If I did granite, I'd do it. Yeah, I could go for a granite-y colour with this sarcophagus, I think. And do the pots as a stone. I think we'll do that. Right, what do I need? I need a makeup brush. Do you know where's... Oh, I think they're over there. Well, if I'm going to do that, I think we'll start with an off-white. This coat d'arms is light grey. Perfect for that. Perfect. So I'll get my paper towel down. Let's give it a bit of a shake up. So what I want to do then is splodges of white and grey and black. That's what I want to do, and I might do this top bit here in gold. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try. So we're going to be doing that as a dabbing motion. It'll be like that. Exactly what I want. Do I want the pots in the same stuff it? You know what? Yeah, we'll do the same for all of it because I can. And it's here and it's available, and it's just a bit of terrain scenery after all. It's only going to be for role playing, just to help the imagination roll along. They'll be like, yeah, this is the same sort of stone. Right, that's that. Well, that was easy. That's done. Rolling along here. Okay, pop these out the way. So I'm very close to being able to talk to you guys about something which is going on in my personal life. I can't yet. I've said there's something big coming, but I can't talk about it yet. But as soon as I can, I will. Because it's going to be good. It's going to mean good things. Good things for me. Hopefully good things for the channel. I really do hope that. Okay, so this brush is done. It's only a makeup brush. I like how the handles of the brushes, the plastic handles, are made to look a bit like granite as well. Just noticed that. Right, I've got a multitude of figures here. So these barbarian characters. I could do with going on a holder. I might put my giant rat on a smaller base. And I'll put this on here because I think, there. Because I think, it'd give me a real good chance to try out this painting handle. Oh, someone's knocking on the door. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Back again. That was the builders asking if they could have a cup of coffee. I said, yeah, of course. I said, come and get me if you need anything. Oh, my glasses left them on the other bench. Forgot where I was now. Right, so popping this dude onto a little holder. This rat, giant rat. Yeah. And so I got this Age of Sigmar model here. He's probably going to be ideal for some sort of tell you what he reminds me of, and I've got to do his little symbol on his chest there. He reminds me of some sort of gladiatorial combat figure, you know. I'm going to do the fur on the tops of his boots as well. But that's what he reminds me of. Yeah, definitely. So we might be going into the realms of metallics later. Now, barbarians are notoriously skin heavy, aren't they? So lots of skin area for them. Yeah, so I mean, these could be the same barbarian, like with just a different weapon, really, almost. Or they could be brothers or something like that. The Barbarian brothers, how's that? I'm going to find a suitable skin colour for barbarians, and I'm turning around now to look in my drawers here. So, dwarf skin. I think there's a bronze skin. That's filthy brown. Oh, I've got rosy flesh. Bronze flesh tone. Yeah, I quite like that. Bronze flesh tone. Well, I think I could go filthy brown first as a colour. And flat flesh. So I'm just shaking up my pot here to... Right, this is the trio I'm thinking of going with. It's these guys here. So, filthy brown, then bronze flesh tone, and then flat flesh. So, filthy brown would be first. So I need to shake him up. Oh, I've got another holder here. See if we get anyone out. So I've got a Hobgoblin Champion, which I can attach to him there. How's that? That's looking better. Right, so I've got things to hold now, so that's good. Right. So, filthy brown. We'll go for that then. Filthy brown. Let's give this a bit of a shake up first. Yeah, so where was I? I completely lost track of what I was talking about to you. Does it even matter? I don't know. But obviously, yeah, okay, so we're getting the roof done. A brand new roof. Soffits, guttering, downpipes, you know, the works. Very sure. It's funny, wherever I've lived in life, the roof's always needed attention to start with. And that's just, I don't know, weird, the way it is, I suppose. Way it is. Right, so, filthy brown. Yeah, it's always needed doing. I realise that might be a bit much. So what I will do is I will get some Le Mans medium in on that. Because what I'm going to do then is water it down with some water. Yeah, and I wanted the pigmentation to still be quite prevalent, so there we go. Way too much what I want to do, but hey ho. Hey ho. I mean, do I do it on? Do I do that flesh tone on other some other models? I think what I'll do is see. I'm going to pop my mobile data on. That's what I'm going to do on my phone, because I'm looking something up a moment here. Right, so I'm thinking, could I get away? No, probably not. I'm seeing all different iterations of Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin D and D. See, they got all different skin colours. I mean, I'm looking at one there, which I suppose you could use Filthy Brown on. And I'm thinking, obviously, for this dude here. I don't know. Jury's out on that one. So Filthy Brown going on to my Barbarian. Yeah, this is going on alright, actually. Filthy Brown. What I'll do is I'll put I'm wondering what sort of wash to put on it. Do I go with a sepia wash? Might that be better? Or like a Reichland Flesh shade? And sepia might be a better way to go. So I'm kind of testing this handle thing out. Let's bring my camera up slightly here. So I do quite like the thin stem, but I'm not sure about the smoothness of it. See, the other one, the older one, the faceted sides, I prefer that, I think, to hold. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Don't know how I feel about that. So these guys are just painting for, some role-playing, whatever I'm going to be doing. Yeah. I think what I could do is I probably could paint my Hobgoblin champion with the base coat of this Filthy Brown, and then use Reichland Flesh shade, or should I use Agrax Earth shade? That is $1 million question. These early stages where you can just slather the paint on is quite nice, but very messy. Very messy indeed. That's his face, the arms done. onto the legs. Yeah, it looks like he's got some sort of shield, shield pad things going on. That's what it looks like anyway. I'm glad I got the paint nice and thin for this, because I think it shows quite badly on a metal model when you don't thin the paints down. Some paints are better than others, I would say, for metal and plastic, respectively. I think Vallejo's probably a good all-rounder. Yeah, I mean, the primer wasn't very thick on there. You don't really need that. It's just something for your colours to adhere to. Yes, I can twist this stem quite well. Was that what I was saying earlier? But the lack of air, the no lines, it's just smooth here, so it's very slippery. It slips quite a lot. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about that. He looks a bit like Conan, this dude here, anyway. Conan with an axe, you know. Well, I think he's okay. I mean, I'll pop him there. Look at this Barbarian. Filthy brown. Bronzed flesh is kind of the ideal where I want to be with it, and not just the name of the paint. I do want him to have a bronzed flesh tone about him. I want him to look like he's been out in the sun and the hot weather quite a bit. You know, he's been out in all weathers. Being a barbarian, having a lot of his skin on show. Probably hotter areas he'd be from. As opposed to like ones that come from colder regions and have the furs and things. I mean, this dude's got some, but he's still got his arms and his legs bare there, so guessing he's not too cold. Oh, I did remember to bring my coffee up. I forgot earlier. I know, how can you forget your coffee, right? I forget lots of things, my friends. I forget lots of things. I'm not too sure how long I was out making coffees. So we'll say 1/4 hour. So we'll say when my timer gets to 1/4 the hour, that will be an hour, more or less. Right, that's him done. Okay, do I give one of the monks well, the wizard's got the other type of flesh tone, and so she it's the monks that I could give him. So yeah, I think we will. This monk, he's also been used to being out in all weathers. So we'll put him in the bronzed skin. category. It'll complement his wooden staff better as well, I think, as opposed to a more pinky flesh, like rosy colour flesh tone. I think the bronzed flesh tone will complement the wood of his staff better. Personally, that's what I think. I could be wrong. Yeah. Zoom in. Zoom in, my friends. Zoom in. I still have had no luck finding the monk figure from my childhood. It's a really long shot, I know. It really is, but there you go. I can hear the banging. It's looking good though so far, the work they've done, that's impressive. That's one arm and 2 legs. It's got another arm to do. Lots of banging. Tomorrow it's supposed to be starting the tiles, which is good. It's got like some sort of like rosary bead necklace thing. Like they do. With his holy symbol on it. I'm doing these because I'm planning a campaign in D&D or somewhere involving a holy order that want to hire the party or, you know, whoever. Do I do his? Yeah, stuff it. Yeah, stuff it. We'll do all there. Yeah, I want them to be hired by this holy order to go out and clean out like a dungeon or an area of undead monsters. And then I can plan all that. Dig my skeletons out. I think there's only 4 of them or 5 of them in a box. Old school skeletons from Warhammer. I've done them before, they're a joy. An absolute joy. And I don't know if I've got a skeleton Hero Quest figure or not, I don't think so. But yeah. Right. That is that. It's time for some coffee. Now, these pots. What I need is smaller makeup brush. Do a bit of grey. Should I do Celestial Grey? Yeah. Let's use a Celestial Grey, shall we? So dabbing some of this on. Not bad. not bad. This could take me longer with these smaller. Oops, got a bit of Celestial Grey on my fingers, not good. So I'm doing this kind of stippling effect, like I've done on other figures. I think that was my phone buzzing. Right. Which reminds me, I need to turn off my mobile data off. There you go. Whatever next. Okay. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Do you know, I think I need a new piece of kitchen towel. I really do. What time am I on my timer anyway? 47 minutes. Right, got plenty of time. Kitchen towel, come on. Kitchen towel. Just a new piece. There we go. Right, so that's that. There we are. Right, so Hobgoblin Champion. He doesn't actually have that much skin on the show. Can we do his skin of green, striking green? What was that Warsnick green I got there? That might be better. Let's do that. Warsnick green. Hopefully I won't get disturbed again this video. I'll still try and work it out where I am. So at the moment I reckon I lost about a quarter of an hour. Right, there's not much skin, so I'm just going to thin this down with some water. Right. Sarcophagus and jars can go to one side. I'll put some white in the mix with them as well next time. He's got quite a traditional hobgoblin-y type face. I can hear a lot of shouting going on like that. Hope all is well. Right, his right arm is completely covered with chainmail. A lot of his left arm is, but the upper part isn't. So we'll colour that in, we'll block that in. So that's good. It's difficult to relax on things like this when you've got all that work going on as well. I remember before when the studio was being built, it was more stressful then. Because they were constantly asking you something. Can you do this? Can you do that? Yeah. It's just it was always constant ear out for when they're coming in. Whereas these guys are pretty self-sufficient, which is quite cool. Well, I think that's it for the Hobgoblin champion. Yeah, he's all chainmailed up to the nines for the rest of it. He reminds me of a sort of gladiator type combatant, is that the right word? As well. So I think there's going to be some sort of gladiatorial arena involved in my campaign for my role-playing, which is pretty exciting. Right, I'm going to paint this base green, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to flock this base, I think. Or am I going to sand it? I could sand it, I suppose. Could do. Yeah. Don't know. Haven't decided on that one yet. Right. What can I do next? What about this donkey? I can use some of this filthy brown for the inner ears of the donkey. So we'll do that. Yeah. Ideal. That's that done. Right. Now, shall we... Do you think these are dry enough for the next stage of that yet? No, probably not. Where do I go? I need a brown suitable for monk cloth. Bean blade brown. Well, towel light ochre, that could be quite good. Talon sand. Oh, yeah, I think Talon sand. Talon sand. This one. Talon sand for the win. For the monks' robes, I suppose. Yeah. Right. Okay. There we are. Because I want them to be brown, like sort of old sort of hemp cloth type things. I want to have a very poor look to them. Talon sand, I think that'll do it quite well. I'll do his first, I think. Yeah, I don't want them to look well-to-do or anything. I want them to look poor, basically. I want these to be like genuine sort of holy men. Proper cleric-type priests, if you will. Whether they're clerics or what. I think this guy's more like a cleric than the other one I got. because he's got a staff. Which you can use as a weapon. That's actually looking quite good. Once the other layers of the skin go on, it won't look so samey. I say this is looking good even though it's really messy right now, because I can see I am sort of looking at the bigger picture here. Thinking, right, once the wash has gone on and the highlights are done, the weather should be taking a turn for the better soon. So I'm hoping tomorrow will be nice and sunny, and it'll be easier for them to work in it quicker, and lots of work going on. All good. So we're getting our place done up, long overdue. We're getting a loft ladder installed. That's not for a while yet though. At that moment we've just got a step ladder that we precariously balance up against the loft. We're making inquiries into getting our bathroom done, because that's not really safe for me right now with my condition. I trip over things a lot. I mean, we've got handrails in our shower, which is cool. So I sometimes lose my balance, especially when the soap and water gets in my eyes and I'm kind of temporarily blinded. That's when my balance goes. You know, those handrails have saved my life a couple of times. I think saved my neck. That's no word of a lie. Right, talon sand cloth. Yes. Brother Michael. Brother Angelo. Brother Richard. Brother whoever, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Got to build these guys' bases up as well. Yeah. I'm also getting the urge to paint tanks as well. I've got some of those Flames of War ones. 15mm tanks are great. That said, I did enjoy the 28mm bolt action stuff I did all those years ago. That was enjoyable. And I actually made a profit when I came to sell those models. So I lucked out there a bit. Not so bad once you've got one layer of colour on whatever colour you're going for. Yeah. Just get that paint in there. I'll sort the rest of this out. A couple of air bubbles there that I need to take care of. Do that later. Important thing is to get these robes base coated. There. I think you might be able to put some white onto the Egyptian thingamajiggers. Praxetti white. We're going to go with the. This is something I've not done before. I've not stippled with dry paints before, so this is going to be interesting. I think stippling is actually better when it's done with layer paints and the like, but that's okay. Hammering now. Right. There we go. Getting a not low, but fairly low on Praxeti White. Don't use it that often though, so I'm not sweating it. Like I say, I could have used Ceramite White, which was the right there, but I didn't see that. Right in front of me. That's okay. That's okay. Right. There we go. Oh, trying to drink coffee with the lid shut. Huh. So we've got about 10 minutes left, I suppose. I'll paint some of the pouches on there. There's like a pickaxe thing on there too. So yeah, we'll be definitely coming to a metals at some point. Rack our flesh gone. There we go. Oh my. Rack our flesh. Oh. Not a lot left that one. Good job, I got another one, wasn't it? Oh yeah. There we are. Rack our flesh, great for doing purity seals, I find. A lot of pouches on there. I'll make this big bundle on the back then. There's a bedroll there which I need to do separately. I'll do some of them in new shabty bone as well. Just got have all the subtle differences. It really does work good on these sorts of things. We got lots of bundles together. That's one of the things that I find hard to get my head around when I'm painting tanks, because they've got to be sort of semi-realistic, haven't they? Every little thing on it isn't always different colours. A lot of them are the same colour. You know, this urge to paint everything separately because of Warhammer. You get used to it. The handles must be wood, the blades must be metal, this, that and the other, and it's not always like that. Okay. Now, what's next? Well, I think what I'll do is, I know I've still got a few minutes left, but not many. I'm going to zoom out here now. bring the camera back on me like so. There we are. That ends that session of On the Bench with Pete. Probably by the time I've done editing on this video will be a lot shorter than the normal one, but you know, can't alter it. When you get interrupted, if you don't get interrupted, you can look at your timer, but if you do, that's the thing. Just got a budget for that. Well, what am I going to do next? I probably will go on to do a build video. Probably. I'm considering starting a new series of building with Pete because, yeah. I'll just, yeah, because I want painting snippets to be I do want them to be painting. I could do them as build alongs. I don't know. Hobby snippets, we'll call it. Yeah. Painting snippets. But, you know, if I say painting snippets, it could mean building as well. It's hobby related. I'm going to film one, I think, because, yeah, I want to. Anyway, I'm going to say cheery bye here. If you like the video, though, give it a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. Really do appreciate that. And give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. You know, whatever. React to it in some way, though. That would be awesome. Helping me out in YouTube and stuff. That would be fantastic. So, yeah, I'm quite okay with how the marble effect is coming on the sarcophagus and the jars. Would they have been carved out of marble as well? Well, who knows? Who knows? In your world, you can do whatever you want, right? This is the first of my 2 days off. It's a crazy time. I've got a week off soon. That's good because I feel like I need it. I really do. I feel a bit burnt out with my work, actually, and I'm craving hobby time more. I'm watching loads of hobby videos whilst I'm doing my work, particularly when I'm working the late shift. They're in the background, just keeps me a bit of company during the night, and it's just nice, you know. So thank you for that. Anyway, I don't think there's too much else to say other than yeah, like, dislike, share, and I will see you guys on another video. Remember, all brushes lead to war.